The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
And then the following year, 2015, that's when you collaborated with Nter.
For his mixtape, yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to say,
Yeah.
you featured on his mixtape,
Yeah.
was it Gutterville?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah. The big yellow one.
And the song Say You a Gangster.
Yeah. That what's that? I think it's Cat Talia or something, the original singer. Good song.
How did that come about? Because again, you said that you originally met Nter through the whole Hustle Hard TV thing.
Yeah, so Gunster had this idea, I think it was his idea, to do that we all needed to do mixtapes and we needed to do hard copy tapes and sell them and do all that sort of stuff. Because he was kind of saying that this whole day of labels and stuff is going to die and it's all dying and we're going to be able to make it on social media and sort of... And it wasn't quite that yet, but there was him and a few other people started to saying that. So he had this idea that we all needed to do these mixtapes and they could be, as long as we wanted, as short as we wanted, with whoever we wanted, and let's do them. So he was doing one for Nter at the time. Him and Nter were working on it, and I think met him. I don't actually know. You know what? I don't actually know that I'd met him before or after I was on it. My verse was on it. But I'd met him, out there doing that, and then I put a verse on that, and that's how that sort of relationship sort of started. And again, we've been cool ever since. We still keep in touch and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, word. So there is a possibility that maybe again, somewhere in the near future.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, definitely. Yeah.
Are you guys working on anything at the moment?
No, not particularly. I think I'll definitely reach out for a project for sure.
Now, that takes me to 2016. So the following year, you dropped a 11-track mixtape titled 10K to celebrate 10,000 fans on Facebook.
Yep. Yeah, I did, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, that's correct. I'm trying to think if there was a mixtape before that as well, or after.
So I've got down here in 2015, there was also a mixtape called In the Mind of...
Yeah, that came out first.
Okay, so that came out after your feature...
With Nter, because that's what I was saying. So Gunster's idea was we all got to do mixtapes. So he did one first, then I did one.
Okay. And then so... that mixtape, so In the Mind of... What is it? In the Mind of a Miss 348.
Yeah, so you got them old... Remember the old Nokia phones? If you type 348 on a Nokia phone, it would be fit. So I would say misfit, you know what I mean?
You talk about doing hard copies, and that one actually, that's sold out.
Yeah.
Like within the first week or something. So how many copies did you do?
We originally only ordered 200, say. And then they just went, and then so we just kept pre-selling and ordering and selling, and yeah, man, there'd be so many copies of that in rotation that I couldn't even tell you.
And then so when you were doing that mixtape thing, because you're not getting distro through Obese anymore.
Yeah, we were just taking it all.
So how were you doing it? Was it just back out the backpack at gigs and car parks?
No, Gunster was running a big cartel.
Okay.
Yeah. So we started pumping it through our socials.
Yeah, okay.
And through the clip. So we'd do the clip and then click the link to the big cartel, and then it was all.
So you
online,
were selling them online.
Yeah. We didn't do shows. We didn't have shows. Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, you're selling out. You're selling your mixtapes, etc. But you haven't done live performances yet.
Did one before any of this happened.
Yeah, okay. And so where was that, or what was that?
So when I very first told you that video I put up with the iPhone camera, there was two guys in my area that were rapping at the time. One of them had a thing going on with Illy. I don't know if you remember Illy. Yeah, how could you not? and he was like the guy that was gonna blow up, right? And then there was this other guy that was doing music, and they were sort of from the same sort of area. It's actually just a bit further south, just out of Sydney, and they knew of me, and one of them, not the one who was on the verge of blowing up, the other one reached out and was like, "Hey man, I really like your stuff. I'm doing a gig down in Wollongong. There's an open mic before it. How would you feel about coming and spitting some bars on the open mic?" And I was like, "Yeah, 100%. That'd be awesome." And that was as a D. I've done a track or here with him here and there, and I've sort of plugged his stuff here and there, and I just, I got so much love for him because I'll never forget that before the Hustle Hard and before the Everyone, and no one was giving me any sort of chances or come rap with me or do whatever. He was like, "Bro, I've seen you rapping. I like you rapping, and you need to get on microphones and like now." And then that was it. That was the only performance. Yeah. And I did one more in Albury. A couple year or so later, someone like paid me to go down and do some youth gig down there.
So when you've dropped in 2015 and started selling these tapes, you're not really
No.
stage experience. You're just studio experience at this point.
Yep.
Okay, and then it was after The Mind of a Miss 348 that you've dropped 10K.
Yep.
And that was in 2016.
Yep.
The lesson. 927. Oh yeah.